Hi, this is Ryan Miller, Parent Dome. This video I wanted to provide a focus on a social media application. Many parents have not heard of this application, but it is one which is very popular with kids. It's called Ask FM. Ask FM is a standalone application, or it even can be linked to an Instagram account or other social media accounts. So what is it? It's a social media site where users can ask other users questions, and responses are limited to 300 characters. The questions can be from a named user on Ask FM or completely anonymously asked. It is unmoderated unless a user reports something and has no parental controls. Also, it's an overseas company based in Latvia. Looking at the terms and services, all disputes are solved in the Latvian courts. Concept seems harmless enough. Register, create a profile, answer questions that are posted to you. The problem is around the anonymity of the messaging. In the settings, you do have the ability to block anonymous questions, but most users do not do this. You have the ability to blacklist users, assuming you know who they are. The terms of service does say that you need to be 13 years old or older to join the site, but really, who reads the terms of services on anything right now? Once an account is created, a profile is provided with the URL, which is ask.fm, with your username. This profile URL that many teens and tweens are using to populate their Instagram accounts and other social media sites. What on the surface seems harmless, exactly the opposite of what is happening on this site. AskFM is ever increasingly the destination and hangout for bullies and sex-crazed users. The users may not all be directly sexually overt, but the use of innuendo is overwhelming. What the danger might look like? Well, the first thing is the content itself. A quick look, much of the content that a user might answer initially looks harmless. Question answer becomes more detailed, friend lists start expanding, and then the content becomes more questionable. Here's an example of how it starts. What song best describes your day today? When you go to an amusement park, what do you like to do the most? What did you forget today? Or how do successful people differ from unsuccessful ones? These seem rather innocent enough. But that is where the innocence seems to end with some accounts and interactions. There are quite different threads that are quite bullying in nature. You are fat, ugly, stupid, and they put the person's name in that string. Sometimes other users jump to the defense of the bully. More often the event is a pile-on, continuous string of bullying comments. There are also many comment answers that are sexual in nature, as innocently posed as, "What color is your underwear?" These quickly advance, moving from PG-13 type content to R and C-17 and even beyond. It's even inappropriate to detail examples of this kind of comment. It is rational that the kids may be simply talking the talk because AskFM is anonymous. This gives the child the misperception of being safe. This misperception of safety prevents a child from recognizing questions which can escalate out of control. AskFM users or predators use the invisibility to sow the seeds of deceit and often guide users to other social media applications such as Kik. This takes away the anonymity and creates a link to the actual name and location-based information of another social media app such as Kik. How to keep an eye out for the danger? First, we would discourage teens and tweens from even participating on AskFM. Instead of showing examples, we would suggest just signing up for an account. It's free. You can search for friends or even for your child through Instagram. You can also go to a website called Statagram and search for usernames or tags. If you check your kids, hopefully their Instagram account is private. You can do a generic search to see what users have AskFM in their profile. It won't take long before you see a profile where things start to go in a bad direction. What can you do to stop access? As we often communicated through our site, blocking or restricting is just one element of child protection. Sites like AskFM multiply like rabbits. You stop one, another one just pops up. Staying on top of all of the apps which can cause harm is a challenge. We encourage a multi-step approach. First, talk to your kids. Explain to them in words they can understand how dangerous it can be. Show them some examples. Bring them to our site. Block bad sites. Take the time to learn which sites are not appropriate at all for your children. Have eyes on all of their devices. It is critical that you have a relationship with your child and the device, that any time you can inspect the entire device and social media applications. If none of these things happen, blocking, conversation, or oversight, how could anyone actually trust or assume the nature or context of communication anywhere on the internet? Thank you.